As the autopsies continued in San Diego, California, one by one, families of the mass suicide victims made the journey they hoped they'd never have to make. This man said, "I'm here to see the body of my son." This family came to claim the body of cult member Erica Ernst.
She got in through a friend, and that's it, and then she never come out anymore.
Because of the closed nature of the group, news of the mass suicide was the only word some families had heard in years about their loved ones within the group. Virginia Field says her daughter virtually disappeared inside the cult lifestyle.
They made it a point that we wouldn't know where they were. That was the thing. We couldn't contact them.
The Heaven's Gate cult was founded in the early 1970s by Marshall Applewhite and Bonnie Lou Nettles. Nettles died of cancer in 1985, according to her daughter, who now blames the suicides on Applewhite.
I didn't think she'd kill herself. And Mom, to this day, I don't think she would have ever taken it to this degree. After she died, I think things went really haywire.
One former cult member sees it another way.
I don't condone it, but I understand it. Because I understand.
Suicide?
Yeah, I understand it. I mean, it's just it's sort of like saying, how can Hitler, do this whole thing with extermination of Jews? But if you understand the occult truths behind a lot of this, you don't, but you understand it. You say, oh, now I understand why he did this.
Applewhite died along with his followers in the mass suicide. His estranged son now says he is appalled by his father's actions. The cult spent years in a nomadic lifestyle. The San Diego Union Tribune reports the group built this fortress-like compound in New Mexico before selling it and moving to San Diego County. There, they befriended this car wash worker and gave him a string tie. It depicts an alien being the group hoped they would meet on their trip to another world following the suicide.
He came out and he ran up to me, and I had been talking to him over and over again about this pendant that he wore, and I admired it greatly.
Just days before the mass suicide, all 39 cult members had a meal at this restaurant in Carlsbad, California. It's not far from the mansion where they would die.
Very happy people, very polite, the most polite I think I've waited on.
After death, the cult members believed they would be transported to a happier world by a spacecraft they thought was trailing the hale-bopp comet. The story is so bizarre it prompted astronomer Alan Hale, who co-discovered the comet, to publicly remind people it's just a comet. As he said, a dirty snowball orbiting the sun. Jim Hill, CNN, San Diego, California.